AA Swam. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh by Shim Shah by Shim Kabadash, the Bond Apostles, and the Elders Stone for giving us this and truth. And blessed be to elect. Don't be a crash show. Don't be a crash show. Because, I seen a comment, on one of the brothers, going live. Basically, because, we got this, this guy, which, from the beginning, I thought, he was just, one of these, this dude was just, coming on board, just saying all kind of shit. But he looked very sincere, man. He looked very sincere. But basically, I come to the scripture, because like he was talking about, he just tired, I think basically he was saying he wants revenge, which, look, man, of course, at the day, we want to get our lick back, but then we gotta wait, on the Lord, man. We gotta wait on the Lord, for things, to go in our favor, because look, man, without the Lord, man, look, man, we're nothing, man. And of course, we hate being in this fucking place, dealing with these people, talking to these people, these women, these niggas, these devils, but don't be a crash out, man. Don't put your life in jeopardy, man. Don't fucking crash out, over your job, man. Always having an attitude, always talking crazy. Because that right there, you're going to lose it, man. You're going to lose your job. And then what? You're going to beg your manager, your boss, to rehire you? No, man. You was doing all that shit, man. You was doing too damn much, man. Now look at you. So use wisdom, man. Be circumspect, man. Stop being an idiot, man. Stop being a dumbass, man. Use wisdom. Now, I'm not saying to the guy, I'm not calling him dumbass, but, use wisdom, man. Don't be a fool, man. Of course, we hate it here, man. We hate this fucking place. But we gotta use wisdom, man. We gotta wait on the Lord for things, to go our favor, man. Because without the Lord, man, hey, man, we're nothing, man. So this is, because I also want the NLT as well, too, man. This is Ephesians 4 and 26. Can we read the KJV first? It says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil." NLT. "And don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil." So, amen. Like it says, and don't sin by letting anger control you. You should not, be crashing out, man. And I get it, we hate being in this place. Sometimes it could be frustrating, because we're all going through hell. We'll be sometimes, in a bad situation, But look, man, be circumspect, man. If you in a difficult situation, hey, man, try to, let's say, because then look, we're all gonna take L's, man. We're all gonna take L's. And if you're in a situation where, let's just say, because Jake be, fighting for everything, man. Let's just say if there's a spot, right, and you the first one sitting it, and Jake, coming at you, basically you want to put hands on you, you want to fight over this damn spot, then let him have it, man. Don't make the situation, complicated, man. Try to find a way, to make it out from that situation, man. Let him have it, man. And let these people have it, man. If they want this spot, let them have that spot. If they want to sit in this place, let them sit in this place. Let them have it, man. If they want to sit in table 1, even though, you were the first person sitting there, hey, man, let them people have it, man. Go sit in table 3. Because you know how these people are, man. They want to, test your gangster. You know how people say now, test your gangster. They want to prove to the world, that they're gangster. They want to try and test everybody. If you really like that or not. And just being carnal-minded as hell, man. Jay talking about, I wish a nigga would try me. Look, man, just use wisdom, man. Let these people have it, man. And at the end, there's nothing wrong about taking L, man. Taking a loss. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Look, man, we're in the curses, man. We're not perfect. We're in the curses. Our own people is against us, man. And they be the littlest things, man. Jake will crash out over the littlest things. Over a pencil. Over a damn woman that been ran through by everybody, man. 2 Jakes will go at it over a woman. Which is crazy, man. It's mind-blowing. Jake, 2 Jakes will go at it over a woman, man. And yeah, that same bitch that these 2 niggas like, it's the same bitch that got popped by different dudes. Who probably makes OnlyFans for a living. Probably got, her videos surfacing online. So this is what Jake, be arguing about, crashing about. The littlest things, man. And look, man, if you're in a situation where, it can get very ugly, hey, man, try, find the best way out of it, man. Let these people have it, man. Don't even waste your time, going back and forth with these people, man. Because it's not worth it, man. It's a waste of time, man, dealing with these people, man. And the type of time these people be on, man. Always crashing out. They got all kinds of spirits on them. They on demon time, man. So don't be a crash out, man. Don't put your life in jeopardy. Because over a damn woman, showing off your friends how tough you are. You're just being a dumbass, man, at this point, man. Want to act hard. Want to show off the world how tough you are. How gangster you truly are. Stop that shit, man. Stop being a dumbass, man. Use wisdom, man. Because, hey, man, you being carnal-minded, that's going to lead to you either 2 things. Life in prison or in the spirit world. Take it to the spirit world. So this is Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And we in some evil, dark times, man. People crashing out over littlest things. You had this damn black woman, basically stabbed, who? I believe it was her manager. Because I believe she had an attitude. And it be the littlest things, man. People having a bad day, they're gonna crash out. Over their job, they're gonna crash out. And the littlest things, man. So don't be a crash out, man. Use wisdom. Control yourself, man. Don't put your life in jeopardy, man. Don't crash out. Don't be talking crazy. And watch your tone, man. Because you having a loud mouth, hey, man, your always gonna get fired, man. You're gonna lose your job. And if you're talking crazy, talking reckless, I believe scripture talk about life and power. Basically talking about, the tongue. I believe, if I can find scripture. Yeah, Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So, hey, man, death and life are in the power of the tongue. So today, watch what you say, man. Watch your mouth, man. You know, they taught you that in school, man. You know, if you don't got something good to say, don't say it. If it's not something nice, don't say it. You know, because you having a loud mouth and you talking crazy to an individual that's not the time to be playing around. You know, that's which a lot of these guys know that Jake, you know, be doing prank videos on. Hey man, Jake ain't playing around, man. Jake is on demon time, man. Jake out here crashing out. You know, Jake out here doing TikTok challenges, and guess what? He ends up, you know, getting smoked. And yeah, I mentioned the guy, you know, Mr. Bosworth. You know, you got a lot of these dudes, man, thinking everything's sweet around here, man, making pricks, making jokes about people, harassing people. You know, having a loud mouth, talking crazy towards anybody, and thinking they just gonna walk away freely. Look, man, watch your mouth, man. You know, because here it is, you trying to, you know, make all these jokes, you know, do these pranks, and yet you're gonna do all these pranks, right? But there's gonna come a point in time where you're gonna do a prank on a wrong individual, man, and that's gonna cost your life, man. You know, so watch what you say, man. Watch what you do. You know, if it ain't something good to say, don't say it, man. You know, watch what you say, man. You know, watch your mouth every day, man. You know, don't be a crash up, man. You know, because they taught you that in school, man. If you don't got something good to say, don't say it. Don't say it, man. Just keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing. Don't even say it, man. So this is Romans 12:18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. You know, and beginning, you know, because I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. You know, I don't try to start nothing, man. I don't try to start no fights. I don't try to start nothing, man. You know, prove these people who I am, acting tough, acting hard. I don't give a shit, man, on what the world gotta think or what they gotta say about me. You know, I'm here to serve the Lord, man. You know, doing this work, you know, constantly, you know, making sure, you know, the Lord's sheep, you know, they're edified and fed. You know, this is my job right here, man. I don't gotta prove to none of these people shit, man. But here it is, man. The average nigga today, oh, he went that car. He want to impress these chicks. Show off how tough he is, how hard he is. You know, and it be the simplest things, man. You know, these niggas will crash out over. You know, for some shoes, for some Pokemon cards. I've been seeing a lot of videos, you know, of Pokemon cards, man. You know, these cards, you know, when they end up getting shipped, you know, to these places, and they put them on the shelves. Hey, man, by 2 minutes, it's all gone. You know, Jake will fight over these Pokemon cards. You know, Jake is just down sad, man. You know, Jake is just down bad. You know, Jake will crash out over Pokemon cards. Jake will crash out over playing 2K. You know, what is it? My team, my career, my player. You know, Jake take an L. He gonna punch his door. He gonna punch his wall. He gonna punch his TV. You know, punch his monitor. You know, now he has to buy another control, another monitor. You know, fix his wall, fix his door. Now you gotta spend more money because of you punching your shit over dumb shit, man. You know. So I think, hey man, use wisdom, man. Be circumspect, man. And again, there's nothing wrong with taking an L, man. If you're in a situation, hey man, where you know you're not comfortable in, hey man, find a way where, hey man, you can, you know, walk out, you know, peacefully, man. And if that means you gotta take an L, then so be, man. Because at the end, there's nothing wrong about taking an L, man. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. See, the world think, oh, you're a pussy, you're lame, you didn't want to fight, you ain't hard. Guess what? As long as he didn't put hands on you, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. These people can say all they want. If they ain't put hands on you, hey, man, then there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know, these people can say what they want to say. As long as they didn't put hands on you, hey, man, that's all that matters, man. Because if they do end up putting hands on you, then hey, man, you know, you have the right to defend yourself, man, at all costs. You know, so today, hey, man, you know, don't be a crash out, man. You know, be circumspect, man. Be smart. You know, don't be out here doing dumb shit, man. Don't put your life in jeopardy. You know, don't be acting hard. Don't be acting tough. You know, because, you know, it always be those, you know, I forgot how the saying goes, but basically, you know, the dangerous guy in the room is always the quiet one. But the guy that always, you know, has so much to say, really, he be the pussy ass niggas, man. You know, in the room. Always act hard, man. Always act tough. But the guy that's always quiet, really, he's a dangerous guy in the room. You know. So today, don't be a crash out, man. Use wisdom, man. Use wisdom and be circumspect. Not as fools, but as wise. Redeeming time, because the days are evil. So with that, you know, I pray this video is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah Bashim Kakodash, the Mount Apostles and the Elders of Mustone for giving us this constant truth, and Shalom.